me see. You look like twin them. Is it twin them? But brown, the brown skin version? Yeah. Me and my girl B. Period.
You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drippin' swag goo. You a bad girl and your friends bad too. Oh, you got the swag, saucy drippin' swag goo.
Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome back. I found this picture that I've always loved of Beyonce. It's my favorite Beyonce selfie. If you literally look up Beyonce selfie on Google, it's the first one that comes up. It is this right here. I think that selfie of her is so cute. I've always loved the makeup in it and the hair. Like, I love a darker hair on Beyonce. Like, when Beyonce gives us a brown hair and she mixes it with the honey blonde, bye, I'm dead. So I was gifted this wig by Hair Vivi. Check out my series, An Honest In-Depth Review. It'll be linked in the cards here or here. I can never figure out which side. If you want to see an honest in-depth review on this, unboxing, cutting off the lace, that whole process, make sure you check that video out. But I realized that this hair was like such a good color for the picture. Like, it's almost identical to what Beyonce had going on. She had like a brown kind of ombre into the honey blonde. I figured we could try to recreate the look, see what it looks like on brown skin. I don't know how good I'm gonna get. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm just a girl having fun in her bedroom, okay? So, you know, we're gonna try to see what we can do, try to make something shake. But yeah, if you guys are interested in watching, I hope you guys stay tuned. So I'm gonna try with the makeup look, but I am gonna show you guys exactly how to get the curls that you see in the picture. They're more of like a wand curl. These are like barrel curls that I have in my hair right now. Again, I show you guys how to do that in the honest in-depth review for this wig. But we're gonna start out with the hair, okay? So I will also be leaving a link to this set of curling irons. Well, it's one curling iron, but it has like several attachments. There it is. It has 6 different attachments for one curling iron. I got this from Amazon. I like it. It's cool. I like that I can have like all these different attachments and create all different types of looks with one curling iron. Some of them are still in plastic because I haven't even used them. You know, it has different wand sizes. Like, these actually give you different curls if you don't know. So you got to get into it, girls. There's this one. We've got this one, so those are cool. It also comes with a bigger wand and a barrel curling iron. This is, I believe, like a 1 inch or maybe 1.5. This is the one that I use for the curls that you see today, even though these are curls from a prior install of this wig. The only downfall I will say with this product is that it only has 2 heat temperatures. So as you can see, this is the only way to indicate the heat. This is off. This is the first heat setting, which is like a low to medium, and then this is the high. I never use the high because the low to medium is actually quite hot. So I don't mind using it on my wigs, but you know, watch out on your hair, girl, because high temp caution, they mean it. Okay, so this is how you change the things as well. I want to show you. So you see this little lock? You want it to line the lock up with this little notch that is on every one of the attachments. We're going to be changing it, so we're gonna turn this little thing. It's turning and it's making like a click, and then you can just lift it out like that. And I'm gonna be using a bigger wand for this. This is about like a 1 inch, 1.5 inch wand. You're gonna line up. What was that? What was that?
And you know what? What was that? Okay, James.
Place it inside. You're gonna line up this line in with the unlock symbol. It's a little wiped off on mine because I use it, but twist it so that the lock symbol is now lined up with that line. You gotta make sure it doesn't come off, because when you're using a hot tool and these things are detachable, you really wanna make sure that it's sturdy and that it's not gonna come off and cause all type of dangerous activities to happen. But you can always tell when that lock lines up. It has this little stand on every attachment so that you're able to set it down and everything. And it comes with a glove. So you want to like an iron around this size or a little bigger of a barrel to get these kind of wavy wand curls that Beyonce has going on. But first, I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about the wig. It's not even on, as you can see. I just don't feel like applying the whole thing. So we're not gonna worry about that. And for this look, you're not gonna see the sides. So it's kind of like a glueless install that we have going on here. Hair Vivi also has this new technology, which is like a silicone tape that you can put on the part of your lace. And so that's what we did here. As you can see, makes for a more seamless install. So I know y'all see that. Very good match. There's no makeup on there, no concealer, no nothing. That is just the HD lace from Hair Vivi and the True Match tape, and the fake scalp is also still on there. Shh. There's no wig cap or anything underneath this, which I really like. So first I'm gonna start out by brushing out the hair. Okay, let me look at it again. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start on the left side of my head, and I'm just gonna take a chunk, about like an inch chunk of hair. And I hate using the glove because I just feel like I can't feel the hair, but when you're using a wand, you really want to be careful, especially if it's your first time, y'all. It's not mine, but I just don't want to burn myself today. Anyway, at the back, I'm gonna start. You're gonna take your wand and you're gonna hold it upside down like this, right? And you're gonna take the hair, start at the base of the attachment, and you're gonna wrap around. You can leave the hair flat against that. Oop. Hello? Hold on. You're gonna take the wand. You're gonna hold it upside down. You're gonna wrap around the base. I like to hold it sideways a little bit so that the hair doesn't slip off. And it's hard to do it with this wand, but I mean with this glove. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to take this glove off, y'all. Y'all keep the glove on. But honey, I can't be bothered. I can't grip the hair. Okay, let's try again. Again, upside down. At the base, you can turn it sideways so that the hair doesn't slip off. And you're gonna grip the tip of the hair. And you're just gonna wrap it around a few times till you get to the ends. I like to leave the end out like this just so I don't burn myself. And you're gonna hold it for a bit. Like 15, 30 seconds. Like I said, this is a pretty hot iron. And I'm just gonna release it slow and let that one sit there. And as you can see, you get that nice spiral wand curl. And the part that you've done already, I typically like to place that behind my back, and then I keep moving forward. I'm gonna brush it out well. You're gonna come behind this section of hair, start at the base of the wand, turn it sideways. Try to lay the hair on the wand as flat as you can. But if you can't, it's okay for this look. Lay that little tip off, just so you don't burn yourself. If you have the glove on, you can just get a little closer like this. You're just gonna bend it around the wand a little more. Again, hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Doesn't take too long for a wand curl. And just let it go slowly and let it fall on its own. And it's still gonna be hot, so be careful. And just place it behind your back and keep moving forward. So I'm gonna speed up me going through the rest of this side. It shouldn't take too long. You're taking pretty big sections to achieve this look because they're not that defined of curls on the side and in the back, but you do just wanna make sure that everything's brushed out and flat at the top to achieve the look that Beyonce has in the picture. So you're gonna leave this much of the front pieces out, and I'm just gonna leave that to the side. And the reason that I said I would speed through only that side and then I'm gonna come back for this one is because I wanna show you guys, once you're on a different side of your head, you have to curl in a different way. And I feel like this is where a lot of girls get tripped up. This is where I see a lot of their curls looking a little crazy, or not crazy, but I just feel like a lot of girls will have their curls going forward on one side and going backwards on another side, but it's possible to be able to get them both going in separate ways or both going forward, you know? On this side, we would take the hair and we would roll it around like this backwards, and you would be holding the wand going down. But this side, I could also hold it going down, and again, I'm gonna come behind that piece of hair and wrap around the wand. Here we go. We got the curl, most of the definition is at the bottom, and you're gonna let it cool. Go behind the hair, start at the base, and wrap around. As you can see, it's flat against the wand, as flat as I can get it against the wand for this particular look. That also changes the shape of your curls. Release it, don't pull it. These you're gonna leave because they're loose curls anyway. That's why you use a bigger barrel. The bigger your barrel is, the looser that your curls will be. And the more hair you use in your chunk, also the looser your curls will be. Y'all see how Beyonce's hair was. Y'all see that? Also, the bigger your chunk is, hold it for a little longer because it takes more time for that heat to dispense from the middle where the barrel is to the outside pieces of hair. That's why it also helps to hold the hair flat on the wand. It's gonna take longer for the hair on the outside to catch the heat. Okay, so now we have the back done, right? I'm gonna leave those alone until the end. You don't want them to drop. For the first front two pieces, I'm gonna show you this process, although we'll probably touch them up once we're done with the makeup. You're gonna take the big chunk at the front, and I want it big because I can see the way that hers is. I'm gonna brush backwards like this, okay? Because I'm gonna brush it how I want it to lay on the rod. So there we go. Guys, ignore my edges. Yes, they're not done right now. Usually I'll put those down for y'all, but I'm not gonna do it. Where her first curl starts, it's about at her cheekbone. And that's a good place to make your curl start. I'm gonna start all the way up here. And I'm gonna do that same process of wrapping it around as flat as I can. I'm also gonna be more neat with the front because you can see it. And I'm gonna hold it also a little longer on the barrel because I want the curls to be more defined. Someone's cutting their grass or blowing their leaves. Okay, and I'm also in the front. I'm just gonna let it cool in my hand before I let it drop. And this just is like the method of pin curls and things like that. You can do like pin curls and literally put a pin in it. So I'm gonna put this Toni and Guy clip and I'm going to pin that close because you can still feel that the curl is hot. I'm gonna leave that alone, right? And we're gonna do this side. So I'm gonna show you the same process. So you can see how the hair is going down to lay flat on my face. I'm going to brush it away from my face. And again, I apologize because my lace is not down. And you're gonna take your wand, hold it upside down, pretty close to the root, where you want your first curl to start, and wrap it neatly and as flat as you can around this barrel. And hold it taut. So there we go. You can see how my first curl is going to look and you can see where it's going to sit. You're gonna hold it there like I said, and you can still feel that the curl is warm. So, you know, wear your glove, y'all, or if you don't even wear your glove, just be careful. And I'm gonna pin it. Just because I'm about to do my makeup. If you're not about to do your makeup, you can take these out. So there we go. Here's what we have so far to achieve this, okay? Okay, so now that we're done with the hair prep, we're gonna move into the makeup. All right, y'all, so I zoomed y'all in because we're about to get started on the makeup. So this is the part I'm nervous about. I'm good on curling my hair, like I've been doing that since forever. But the makeup, I've been doing since forever, but let's see if we can actually recreate this look because I'm no Sir John, I'm no Priscilla, like, whew, we're gonna see what happens, okay? Especially on brown skin, I don't know if this is gonna translate. And my girls know, so, but we're gonna figure it out. And I'm looking over here because I got the reference images right in front of my face over here, so let's see. So I'm gonna start by brushing on my eyebrows because I'm gonna get the shape right. Because I want it to look like influenced, but I also kind of want it to look like we knew what we were doing, like we were recreating the look, okay? I'm gonna start by brushing my eyebrows up, and we're not gonna fill them in any capacity because hers are, they almost don't look filled in, but they probably are just a little bit with like a lighter brown. And then I'm gonna brush them to the side. I have long curly eyebrows, so when I brush it to the side, it kind of pats it down a little bit. She also has more of an arch than me, so I'm gonna try to brush up at that point, but it's rounded. Okay, so you see what I mean? That's more of the shape that we're going for. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows up. They need to be done. Say nothing. And I'm brushing them up, and since they're too long, we need them a little thinner. I'm gonna brush to the side, brush up at the arch, and bring it down like this. So it's a rounded arch like that. So I'm not gonna clean up my brow. I'm just using this Maybelline Cafe. If you wanna see like me actually do my everyday makeup routine and all that stuff, I will leave some videos linked in the cards and in the description to see what products I use and all of that, but I'm gonna zoom through this part. Early in the morning, late at night.
Whenever I find time, it's okay. ATL, check up ATL. I turn around, you watch me check up on you. Watching me shake it, shake it, shake it.
So there's the brows. I know they're uneven. Say nothing. Because I'm gonna take the selfie, like I'm probably gonna raise the brow so that it has that same angle that she has. But I'm gonna start on the shadow. So we're gonna start with this transition shade that we see here. I never usually do this. Like, I have a different eye shape. You know, her eye shape kind of looks like mine. Do I look like Beyonce? Let me stop. It's like a matte, muted, kind of muddy brown in her crease. So I'm gonna mix, this is an e.l.f. palette from 1926. So I'm gonna use these two, like these two browns, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get that muted transition shade. It seems like it's darkest right here, and then I'm just gonna buff out like this. I'm gonna bring it almost down my nose because it looks like this goes into her nose contour like that. And I'm using a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. And again, I'm gonna go into those two colors, kind of tap off my excess, start right here and buff it out, buff it out, buff it out, and bring it down that bridge. I'm just gonna do this windshield wiper motion, but I'm gonna make sure that it gets in this crevice. There we go. Okay, so there's the eyes so far on the brown skin girl. So again, we have that muted brown color. It's kind of focused in this inner corner, and then it kind of blows out, and it's a transition shade. And I'm not mad at that. Now we need this pink that she has on her lid. It's just, again, in another palette from 1926. I don't know why I still have it, but you're just gonna take a lighter pink color and you're gonna tap this on the lid. I'm taking a brush that looks about like this. This is like a flat eyeshadow brush. I don't know the makeup terms anymore. It's been a while since I watched a makeup tutorial. And it's almost honestly looking like a, not a cut crease. I guess like a cut crease, but it's so subtle that we're gonna get away with it, I believe. First, we're gonna stamp it like right under where we concentrated that brown, almost into that crease. And then we're gonna take the rest and just place it on the literal lid, like on the lid, like that, okay? So this is a lighter pink on me. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. This is just gonna serve as our base, just so we have a pink enough color to start with. Okay, guys, I think it's going good so far. Also, I kind of like pink on me. I never really seen it. It's kind of tea. And I'm gonna take a little more and I'm gonna go in the inner corner because that inner corner is pretty bright. Now you're gonna take like a rose gold shimmery pink. So I'm gonna take from this Juvia's Place palette. This is the this is the Saharan. What is it? This is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. And I'm gonna take Zoya, which is this kind of rose gold color. I'm gonna take this same brush that I used the pink on, and you're gonna place that like in the outer third of the eye. I will pack this one on. This brush is best for packing. That brush that we use for the transition shade, I'm gonna take Lulu, which is right here. This is like a darker rose gold, and I'm gonna place that in the middle, but nearer the lash line. Now I'm gonna take Almond from the Burgundy palette from Kylie Cosmetics in the outer corner, but also into that crease. This is pretty pigmented, so that's why I kind of came with this last. And I'm gonna place it in that spot. Sort of on top, again going down. And a little bit of LA in the Kylie Cosmetics palette. So like a gold. And I'm gonna mix that with I don't want Zoya. I don't think I want it so light just because I'm a brown skin girl. I'm gonna take that with a little bit of Lulu, which again is our darker rose gold. There's our lighter rose gold. Take a little bit of Lulu. So we're gonna create that shimmer. Place that on the lid right here. Place that like a halo eye almost. Close to the lash line in a sort of halo eye format. Like that. Okay, so I think that's the base of the eye. So now we're gonna move on to the face. She keeps her concealer pretty high, so I'm gonna keep it pretty high up on the cheek. And I'm gonna take it a little closer to my nose and also some here because she's bright in this forehead area. And I'm just gonna spray my beauty blender with a little bit of this Mist and Fix from Makeup Forever. Again, I'm on the side of that nose. I'm also gonna go right here between the brows. She's pretty highlighted right there. And then I'm also gonna go down the bridge of my nose and around the mouth. I'm also gonna take my foundation and I'm gonna go in the places that I didn't place the concealer just to blend it out. Because we want a flawless finish, but we want it bright in those areas that we want it bright. That's why I skipped the foundation on most of my face. Now I'm gonna take a darker foundation, or you want like a bronzer concealer stick, whatever you're using for your bronzer, but you want it really blended. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender to do so. So I'm gonna put it on my hand where that foundation is. I'm just gonna kind of blend them together. Her contour on her face, like the base, is not very prevalent. I can see some on her chin to define the shadow of the chin. Now, you know, that could also be like, you know, Photoshop and stuff. I'm not gonna put it past my good sis, but it's very blended makeup. So that's what you really wanna see. Okay, I'm gonna take this brush. It's like a tapered, I don't know, y'all. It's like a tapered brush, okay? But it's fluffy, it's not too stiff. And I'm gonna use that to help me do this contour on the nose because it's really concentrated in this nose and eye area, which I notice a lot of celebrity makeup artists do. So I'm gonna take the beauty blender, I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit because I really want it tiny. I'm gonna go from my brow down my nose with the contour. Into the brow. The angled brush is gonna help us blend it out. Nothing on it. You really want it blended, but it is really contoured. And you gotta bring that into your shadows. And down the nose. And she looks like she did this trick too, where you take a little bit of that contour and you're gonna make a shape of your nose. So I'm gonna go right above my button part of my nose on the sides. And it looks like there's a bit on the tip as well. Feels like I'm in drag, y'all. I can't wear all this makeup. Like, it really, I be feeling like I look like I'm in drag, honey. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm gonna take some setting powder. This is Sasha Buttercup. I'm gonna put some on my back of my hand, but the rest I'm gonna place under the eye. We're not baking, we're brightening. And we also want that airbrush look. And Beyonce don't got a nose ring, so I don't care if my nose ring gets covered. I got some in my eye, fuck. I'm gonna take that same stuff, I'm gonna put it in this center area and a little under the nose. Back to the eye. I'm gonna take the excess of the shimmery colors that we picked up and I'm gonna put those on the lower lash line, mostly in the beginning of the lash line. If you want these colors to pop more, you can use like just something wet, like water even, on your brush and pack them on, like tap them on instead of swiping them. That'll make them more vibrant. But because I'm a brown skin girl, I don't want it too vibrant. I want it to look like it was the makeup look she had, but I want to keep it cute, okay? Now we're gonna take that brown almond and I'm gonna take it on that angled brush actually, because I want it pretty close to the lash line, but I still want it kind of buffed out in the outer corner of the lash. There we go. You could take a more pointed brush to again go into those rose golds, but just in the middle. I'm gonna blend up here. She has it pretty bright up there too, so you can put the excess on your brow bone. She has it actually pretty bright up there, so I'm gonna take a little more and tap that on the concealer of the brow. I'm realizing that it looks like Beyoncé, I'm gonna put the picture here again so y'all can see. It looks like Beyoncé has on false lashes, like she got them done, not necessarily like they are, you know, a strip of lashes. So I'm just taking the piece that I actually cut off and I'm just gonna place that on the tips just so it gives me that look of a falsie. But not necessarily on the end of my lash, but a little bit before it. Good, you see how that flares up? That's what we want. Oh y'all, this look is kind of tea. It's kind of coming together. But while that dries, before we put on the mascara on the eyes, we are going to work on the lips, which should be pretty simple. So I'm gonna tell you what I think she did. One, she's got like her contour right here, but I like my lips, so I'm gonna keep it kind of cool. I'm gonna take a brown liner. This is black. Tell me why I was out with my friend putting black eyeliner on my lip. And I literally didn't know the difference. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I found that brown lip liner. So I'm gonna take just like a muted brown lip liner, and it seems to be in the corners. I'm just gonna follow kind of my lip a little bit, like the way that my lips are browned. It's kind of smudged up here, but it's like making her lip a different shape, but it's low-key the shape of my lips already. So I'm just gonna actually line my lip, but not too much. It's kind of making a more square Cupid's bow, but I kind of already have one. Okay, and then on the very bottom of the lip, very thin, like that. She kind of leaves the corners out, and then a little bit here. And it's kind of blended out. So I'm just using my lip liner on the side of it. A pink in the center right here. This is Nude Pink by NYX. Abu Dhabi in the Matte Cream by NYX. Put in that same spot. Oh, I forgot to not do that. It was really kind of dark on the top lip, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, so now I'm gonna take NYX Butter Gloss in Praline. Like that, close to the middle. It really needs to be pink, but I don't think I have the proper colors. But again, we're making this brown skin girl friendly. I'm gonna put a little more of this in the middle. This is the Soft Matte Lip Cream. And then Glam Lip Gloss Aqua Luxe. I don't know the color, but it's GLG07. It's just like a shimmery pink gold. Wipe off a little bit of the excess. I'm gonna put that on the outside like this. Almost like I'm lining the lip with it. And I'm gonna put some here. And I'm using this glitter as a highlight almost. So there's the lip. This is my favorite mascara of all time. I keep going back to it. I really do like Benefit's They're Real as well, but my all-time favorite mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This stuff, like, I love it on my natural lash. The wand isn't even that crazy. It's just kind of like a curvy wand, kind of bushy, but for some reason the formula, like, I just love it. It almost gets better with time. I'm gonna put the mascara on the lash and my lash, just on the bottom. You see, I want it pretty wispy. Oh, y'all, I think we kind of killed the recreation. And I don't think she really has on liner. I think it's either the glue from the lash or it's just the darkness of the lash you're seeing. Sorry if y'all can't see me, but there goes the bottom mascara. Clean. It's not a spider look or anything. It's just a clean bottom mascara look. And this just helps your lash blend in with the falsie as well. All right, so I feel like this is the finished makeup look. Ignore the acne. It's about to be time to PMS, so that's what's going on, guys. Yeah, it's a little different from my normal makeup routine. One, I don't really put on lashes. Two, I don't really put on bottom mascara. I usually hate it. Three, I don't really contour my nose too crazy because I like the shape of my nose. Four, when I do eyeshadow, it's usually like a darker or not a darker, sometimes it's like a darker brown, a more reddish brown, or more, it's not this muted of a color. What else did I do differently? Oh, I usually will bring out my beauty marks, and in a lot of Beyonce's pictures and stuff, you can really see her freckles and her beauty marks, but in this one, you can't. It's just very blown out. But let's move back onto the hair. As you can see, it has way more definition and curl than the other curls, so that's what that clip will do for you, allowing it to fall like that. So I'm gonna split the hair in half. Okay, like this. Let's do this right. I would like a more wider tooth comb to do this, but I'm gonna leave the front piece out still. And again, you want the top flat. I'm just gonna brush very gently down the hair. Okay, very gently. And you can kind of leave it in its sections, but you want like a looser wave at the back. So you see how that became like a loose wave and not so much of a curl, but you want it kind of uniform in the back. So there is the wave part of the hair, and I didn't go too far up the shaft. So yeah, there's that. The thing with brushing out your curls, once you brush them out, you're kind of making them drop a little bit, so you gotta be careful. And you want to do it very softly. I don't want them attached to each other, so I'm kind of brushing them in their separate sections first, and then I'll let them kind of flow together. And you want the bottom to still have its curl, so be careful on that. But there goes that wave that she has going on, right? I'm just gonna go like this on the front piece, and I want it to be a wave, so I'm gonna pull this a little bit so that it waves more than it curls, and it's gonna drop and give us that look as well. So there that goes. Nice. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna leave this part alone because it's doing what it needs to do. We've got that hump right there, right? And it's gonna be a little bit over the eye. I'm gonna brush it just because I want it uniform, but I'm not gonna pull because I don't want to take the curl away. And then I'm gonna pull it a little bit with the comb just so it can brush out a bit. But I want that first curl there. And she's giving you quite a bit of forehead, so I'm not gonna pull my wig to get forward too much. Just like that. Okay. You see the look, you see the vision. There is the hair once we let it out. And you can see it's gonna be kind of over the eye a little bit like that. It seems to be like this. She's got like the chest out, no jewelry. Here's the makeup with it. And I'm going to go ahead and try to take the selfie. So it looks like she's in very bright, washed out light, but let me see. You look like Twin Nam. Is it Twin Nam? But brown, the brown skin version? Yeah. Me and my girl B, period. If you notice, I didn't put any setting spray or anything on my makeup because I want it to be kind of matte, blown out, airbrushed look once the camera is on it. I'm just gonna take it with my iPhone. I just have an iPhone 11. I believe that's what it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna take the picture and then I'll be back to say our goodbyes. 1 second. Y'all, last thing. I did forget blush. So we're gonna do blush because it seems like she really has blush. It's kind of blown out, but she does have on blush. So I'm just taking like a pink and a peachy color, and I'm taking that right above the contour and putting that on the face. I almost forgot. You can also use highlight for like this middle section, but I don't have a highlight that looks good anymore. You know what I mean? But you just want some color to your cheeks. So I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna go take the picture. All right, I'll be back and show you guys the finished product.
These clothes look so good, cause I'm in that hole. You know, all these songs sound good, cause I'm on that hole.
Like the perfect spot. And you can kind of see the trees in the background. Isn't that crazy? But here's the finished look. Looks pretty in the sun. There's the look, y'all. Okay, y'all, so that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys comment, like the video, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Beyonce selfie is, what your favorite song on Renaissance Act 1 is, when you think the tour's coming, when you think the rest of the stuff is coming, guys. Like, please. And Beyonce, if you see this, I love you so much. I adore you. You're an amazing woman, an amazing performer, and a great human being. I don't know you personally, but from the energy and the, I don't know, just the essence that you put out into the universe, I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, I'm happy to have recreated this look. Thank you to Hair BB. Anyway, thank you to Hair BB for gifting me this wig so I could do this look. Like, I can't believe it actually came together. It's actually cute to wear anyway, like even if you aren't trying to recreate Beyonce's selfie. So yeah, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for the next time that I upload. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope this helps. I will see you all soon. Peace out, y'all. Look at the fall. Oh, don't you guys love the fall? I love the fall, y'all. I love the fall. Okay, peace.